Yes, sir, man. It's your guy again. So for today, what we got is we was hollering at one of our partners about tuning and things like that. So we figured, what better than to share with everybody? Some of y'all out there, y'all already know what it is. So if y'all know, this is just another informational video. Y'all probably can skip on past this, or if you wanted to get a freshen up course, this is it, man. This your guy. So what we talking about today is competition preparation. And that's what we're gonna use for the title, which is basically, you got your speakers, your box, your car, you got your amps, you got your watts, everything is set up. That's good. But still, when you get to the competition, there's other things to take and play a factor in your DBs and your sounds and your tuning and all that. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show everybody a real expensive way to find your peak frequency in your car. Now, they got more official ways to do this. Mr. SMD, he done took the game to a whole nother level with his equipment. They do everything. But for the most of us who really either can't afford it at the moment or really ain't all the way into it like that, to need that high dollar equipment, this is how we do it. You got your setup in your car. What you're going to need is just a little cheap DB meter. Now, it's an inexpensive little piece of equipment that just is going to tell you what's louder and what's softer. By no means is this thing accurate. By no means can you use this and say, look, I'm doing 130 dB, because that's just not the reality of the situation. This thing is far from accurate. But what it does have the capability of doing is telling you which frequencies are louder in your specific application than another. And for what we're doing, that's good enough. We want to find our peak frequency, which is the frequency that plays the loudest in this car with this setup at this time. So, what I do is how you compete, that'll determine where you place your meter. But what our meters is Midwest SPL is about in that area there on the window. You get your frequency generator. What we got is just a little cheap download frequency generator. Turn your volumes up, not super loud, but not super soft either. Halfway, a little bit over halfway, and we just run through our frequencies. And what that meter is gonna do is I see the numbers on it. As we go up in frequencies, that number's gonna rise. Once we pass the peak frequency, that number's gonna start to decline again. So what we doing is we inching up our hertz till it reach the highest possible number. Once that number start going back down, we know we done passed it. So whatever frequency our meter peaks at, that'll be our peak frequency in the car with this specific setup. So we'll just do that and let y'all see it. That's 20 hertz. We got our volume on. We gonna take our volume up because we kind of know our car, but we got our volume on 22. And see right there, we at 104. So we gonna go up 105 at 22. As y'all see our numbers climbing. We started at 100, we had 113, and we had 40 hertz. So we just keep, simple as that, man. We just keep rising our hertz and watching our meter. Okay, we